the shade on the beat. Pastor asked, do you take him as your husband for the rest of all your lifetime? I say yes, oh yes I do. Cause nobody go feed they love me the way you do. Nobody go feed they touch me the way you do. I got my baby for life, oh. Don't go forever and ever. Don't go, you my man, I'm your wife, oh. Don't go forever and ever. Don't go. Hey, I worry so. Hey, I worry so. Hey, I worry so. My shishim na me you. Me ni obi akawo. I just am a bow. Me ma order come new. Cause nobody go feed they love me the way you do. Nobody go feed they touch me the way you do. I got my baby for life. Don't go forever and ever. Don't go, you my man, I'm my wife. Don't go forever and ever. Don't go. We are worrisome.
Yo, so are you planning to get married soon? Are you already married? Well, we're having that conversation about wedding on a budget. And we know that this is a very, very important conversation to many, many young people out there who are planning their weddings. And we have a wedding planner in the building, Mr. Michael Bachman. He's the team lead for Exceed Mark Events. He joins us this morning to discuss this particular topic. Mr. Bachman.
Okay. I'm curious about the highest amount or like high end wedding you may have planned. How much it cost? The highest so far since you started.
So because of the contract I signed, I'm not able to give you the actual amount.
Okay. You don't have to tell us the name, the person's name.
Okay, but then it's over 800,000 cedis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Senior.
Oh. I think you said high end.
Of course. And the lowest? And the lowest?
The lowest was around, let's say, 50,000.
50,000?
Yes.
Okay.
And it was like years ago. It was like 3-4 years ago.
But that's not years ago. That's 3 years ago.
Yeah, so like 2019, 2018, thereabout.
Is that 50? You know the back, I want the same kind of wedding. How much will it cost me?
It would depend on so many factors.
Okay.
Yeah, it would depend on your guest count, your theme, how you want your wedding to be.
So the same one. Oh, your OG 50,000. It's the same kind of a guest. Somebody says you gonna see the occur twice.
Yeah.
So let's say 100,000.
Let's look at 150. 150 should do. It depends. It depends.
Okay.
Let's break it down because this conversation already is making me a...
Oh, no. So before you even begin to set a budget for your wedding, so I'm going to use you as a couple, if I may. So if you want to plan your wedding, I would advise that you first go and hire a wedding planner. They would save you a lot of stress and they will give you a lot of insight. They know what is happening out there and they would understand how you want your wedding to be.
Does it save me money?
It will save you money. It will save you money because sometimes we work close to all the vendors, all the people that you'll be hiring, and we have a very good relationship with them. So sometimes we're able to get you a good deal.
Okay.
We're able to explain your situation to them, and then they would understand us from a business point of view, and they'll be able to help you out. Aside that, they would be able to help you navigate through some petty mistakes you might do, and then it will save you a lot of money. But if you can't afford one, since maybe you would want to plan it on your own, the first thing I would ask or advise you to do is to do your research. Ask your friends and family who are already in there. So how do you go about your wedding? How did you meet your vendors and all that? They'll give you insight. And also do a window shopping. Go out there ask vendors. So how much is how do you call it, like a makeup? So I'm doing a 2-day event. I'll do a Friday traditional and a white wedding on a Saturday. So if I'm booking you for those 2 days, how much are you going to charge me? Then you compare with other vendors as well. So you go out there and you do your research. It will give you an idea as to, oh, okay, so it's not really that expensive as I thought, or it's not a joke.
As I thought.
Yes, as I thought. So it will give you a fair idea. Then you come back and sit down and then you discuss. So, honey, do we really want to do this the way that we want?
Say honey.
Yeah, like of course you're a couple. So it should be a friendly conversation, and then you would have to set a realistic budget. You would have to set a realistic budget based on your theme, your style, how you want your wedding. If you want a very private, intimate wedding, it would guide you as to how much you'll be able to spend. Than if maybe she wants a elaborate wedding where she will have like 400 people coming in, it will not be the same as me having like maybe 50 or 100 people at my wedding. Okay. I will not spend the same amount.
What's the most private wedding you've done? How many people turned out?
It was 18.
18 people?
Yes, it was
Nice.
18. It was done on a Sunday before church. So
Before church?
Yeah, before church.
So 18 wedding?
Yeah. So the pastor had I start at 7 p.m. 7 a.m. and by 7:48, I'm sure we were done. It was
48 minutes wedding?
Yes, it was very private.
Yeah.
It was very straight to the
In
point.
the church?
No, in the house.
Okay.
In the house.
Okay.
So it was on Zoom as well. And it
Was
was
the
during
COVID era?
It was during the COVID era.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, but like people still do.
People still do
Yeah,
that there?
people still. And it was a Ghana Nigerian, how do you call it, event. Yeah, so the guy was a Nigerian. He is a Nigerian. So he came with his mom, his dad, his uncle, and his senior brother, just 4 people.
Okay.
Sweet.
Just 4 people. I was like,
Sweet.
oh, I love these weddings. It's easy to plan. It's very intimate, and you can feel the emotions in there.
It doesn't fetch you a lot, does it? As a wedding planner, it doesn't make you a lot.
Well,
Does it change the decor?
Does it? Yes.
Does it?
Yes. affects all
okay.
those things, yeah.
Okay, so it would affect the decor and other stuff, but it won't affect things like your makeup, your photography, your outfit. Because even if you're doing for 100 people, for 400 people, you will still wear an outfit.
Yeah.
You will still need to do your hair, like take, how do you call, like good pictures and all that. But it would affect your decor and the food, because your guest count really affects like those things. So I usually advise people who would want to go into like a small event, like a small budget event, to cut down on their numbers. Cut down on your numbers.
Where we come from? Cutting down the numbers.
Yeah, so-
I was going to ask that this cutting down of the numbers, does it come naturally or you decide it? Because then if you're from a rather large family, who are you cutting?
Okay, so what I advise is for the couples to sit and then, how do you call it, speak it out. So you would go to meet your parents, and she would do the same and explain how you want your wedding to be. I'm sure if you are not the only child, it won't be that, how do you call it, difficult for them to understand. If maybe you are the only child, then it would be an issue, because I won't get another event to host in my house aside yours. So, but if you have like,
make it big.
yes, if you have like brothers and sisters and stuff like that, okay, mom, I want mine to be very intimate. I want it to be a very close family and all that. So, we are planning to host like 100 people. I can afford that. I'm going to start a new life. I wouldn't want to start a life with debt. So I wouldn't want to do something beyond my strength. And be careful. They will trick you and be like, okay, see, I'll support you. I'll do that. No, don't depend
Don't
on
fall for
that.
it.
Yes. I'm trying to market somewhere that, okay, daddy said I'll get like 20K from him or like 30K from him, but don't depend on that.
You shouldn't add that to your budget.
No, don't do that.
all.
Don't do it. It would confuse. It would not even help you. Because what if daddy says, okay, I was waiting for this contract, blah blah blah, I didn't go through. Now, okay, I was how do you call it, paying the decor with that money. So now there is no money coming. How do I pay that decor? I need to go and outsource for funds.
Yeah.
You understand? So I wouldn't advise you to do that. It should be like how do you call it, like a standby fund.
Yeah.
In case it comes, fine. If it doesn't, I'll move on. So you will need to discuss it with them explain to them that, mommy, I don't want to go beyond this amount. I understand that.
Why are you discussing your budget with your parents?
No, because they need to understand where you're coming from and why you need to cut down on the cost. And you need to explain to them that everyone I'm bringing in there, I'm going to feed the person. I would have to provide seat for the person, and they're going to charge me for every person. So if the person is not really like family important, I don't think I would want to pay for those things.
Right.
And they would understand you. If they love and care about you, they would understand.
What really makes the wedding expensive? Is it the food? Is it the for example, if the money is there, if you were not going to go into debt and the money was sitting on this table, what do you think takes a chunk of the money?
It's your preference, your taste, your style, how you want things done. Because
So for me, that I like makeup like this, my makeup can cost more than the food that people are coming
of course,
to eat. Wow.
of course, because someone can pay like 30,000
For their makeup.
for their makeup for 2 days,
Yeah.
for the Friday and the Saturday,
Yeah.
and someone can pay 2,000
Yeah.
for the same makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah, and someone can pay 30,000 for decor. So you are paying 30,000 for your makeup and your hair. No, just the makeup. And someone is paying 30,000 for the decor.
For the decor.
So
I think it makes sense to pay it for on yourself because it's your day. Anna,
yes.
is that what do you think?
Yeah, because so the reason why now I would prefer my couple to come in the decorated space and take the exclusives is because they miss out on the beauty of the money. Like, so I pay like 80,000, 100,000 to decorate a space. I come in there and it's filled with people. So I don't really get to
Yeah.
enjoy the like my money's worth.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I didn't see the glam. I have to wait for pictures and videos of the space. But if I'm there in person, I'm taking pictures in there, I can appreciate like the beauty of the whole thing.
But why are we appreciating the space when people are not there? What is a space without people?
So I'm talking about the decorated space.
I agree. So the decorated space, you want it to look beautiful because you want that when people are there, when they are seated there,
So
it's
when
nice.
people are seated, it takes away some of the ambience. Because if it's empty, I get to see how the lighting and the chairs and the centerpieces are all being laid out. But if I come and people are already seated there, they have like their status on it, I will not be able to really see the other plate that she used. I will not be seeing the centerpieces if they are short, unless they are tall ones. So I need to come to that space, see how the food did their setup, the cocktail did their setup, the cake and all those things. So I'll be able to appreciate it better. Because if I should spend 80,000, 100,000 on something, it should make sense to me. Because if you spend, let's say, 50,000 on a kente dress, you would want to wear it and see yourself in the mirror and smile.
Let me ask you something, Mr. Bachman. Wedding night, from your experience, is it for the couple or is it for the people?
It's for both. It's for both. So it's an event. It's an event where you need both parties to make it happen. So I'm the groom and she's the bride. So we are doing this for us because I want us to spend the rest of our life like together.
If it's just the two of you, why do we have to be so elaborate and provide all these things we're providing for the people coming?
Because maybe you want to celebrate that union with those people.
With those people.
For people who don't really want to do that celebration and all that, they have the civil, how do you call it? We call it the court wedding. So it's just me, my fiancé, my dad, my mom. It just go like 6 people, then we sign and we go.
So it's really a celebration. What we do
Yes, it's a celebration
reception and all those
yes.
things.
If you don't want to, if you don't want to celebrate with all those people, there is no need to spend on them. So I actually ask people, do you really care about the people that are coming in, and do they care about you as well? Are they really happy about your union, or they are just coming to eat and go? So if they are just coming to eat and go, why bother yourself and spend on them? So why don't you spend on some honeymoon outside the country and have fun? Go do a simple wedding and then do your stuff. I know the guys will be happy about it.
From the planner.
But then you should also think about her. So
it's for her. That day, that reception,
for her.
Not the church wedding, not going to bless the marriage with all the blessings, the family there praying. And that one all is not enough. It's there walk into that place with the decor and everything.
So I'm
that is
sure.
for her.
I'm sure. Oh, see how she's. How do you call it?
Oh, I'm
staring
asking
at you
questions.
and
I'm
all
just
that.
upset. She knows these are not my.
So for all you know, she's been dreaming about having fun with her friends and partying
school
and showing
mates.
everyone that, hey, I'm a missus. You understand? So I don't want something that would be like I'm hiding it. I say, I want to show. I want everyone to be around me, celebrate it. Yeah, you see. So it's not just about you.
So for
Do,
the
do you
the
even know
man's
the
view.
essence of the whole decoration and like do you, because I mean traditionally you would come to my father's house,
Yes.
right, to come and take me away.
Yeah.
And it's very normal. In the past, if you were getting guests, they'll say kopra.
Yeah.
Way to her. See, has a clean
Yeah.
here and all of that is what has grown into
that.
making
Becomes
it, you
what
know,
we
more
have now, the
nicer.
white wedding.
Yes. Yes, where if the flower vase was not standing at where it's supposed to be, your mother will tell you
to
push it well.
well,
And when
yeah.
I'm, you know, now it
these
looks
are the
nice.
holiday
So why do you
stuff.
want to rob me of that?
Not rob you. No, at all. Why would we rob you of that? No. We'll celebrate you.
But so, as a planner, what are some of the creative ways that you can see that this couple, they really can afford it? They have money. It's not that they want to throw money or waste money away, but they're really willing to pay. But what are some of the creative ways you are able to cut down the cost for them so that maybe they came to you with like a budget of 150,000 cedis, but by the time you finish the event, they actually spend, say, 120 or 130. How are you able to do these things?
Okay,
By
so-
negotiating with the vendors, eh?
Not just that, but also like I'll go back to their preference and their style. Because some people are very simple and they don't want like too many like elaborate stuff. So even though they have the money to spend, it doesn't mean they should spend it if like it's not bringing anything of worth to them. So I will look at you. I will not have to pay attention to your budget. Like, okay, so like they have the money to spend, so I'm going to do everything and anything. No, I would have to pay attention to things that are very important to you, things that you care about, and you will realize that they don't, especially people who have that enough amount to spend, they don't really like what you call sophisticated stuff. And there was something very simple and basic.
Have we seen simple, basic, but very expensive? You know, elaborate does not really mean
Yes.
high cost.
I always tell people that simple but classy is
It's
expensive.
expensive.
As soon as someone walks in, I want something simple and classy. I'm like, hey,
That's a lot of money.
Then,
to pay.
yeah, because like to make something
Yeah.
very simple and yet classy, you would need to think outside the box, like create a lot of stuff, and it would,
Aesthetics.
yes, and we need a lot of funds. So for simple and classy, if you don't have the funds, if you are not willing to spend, don't go there.
Mr.
Yeah,
Bachman.
clearly, because
Don't
if I
go
want
there.
my
Garden.
my kitchen being served by golden tulip because I see it as classy.
Alright.
Do you understand?
Yeah,
That's
it's
not
classy.
elaborate,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that's classy.
That's true, actually.
You know.
Because me, I'm thinking some small green grass somewhere.
No.
And even the green grass, if
30
it's not
chairs.
there, he has to get AstroTurf
Yeah.
to put it there.
30 chairs, pulpit.
And the 30 chairs, you can use plastic chairs or you can use the executive chairs.
So like even the chairs can take us like a week to decide.
I'm telling you.
Because like what type of chairs are you looking at? We have so many kinds of chairs.
Glass
from
chairs.
from like a CD to like 30 CD or like 100 CDs chairs.
One is 100 CDs
Yeah.
Rented.
Yeah.
for the whole day.
Yeah. It usually comes in hours. So like I'll rent it for maybe 6 or 8 hours.
Okay.
And as soon as it's done, they'll come and pick it and go.
Hey.
Yeah, so
Okay.
so like everything goes back to what you want, how you want it. If you don't care about the chairs and she's particular about having these kind of white with some gold lightnings on it, it would affect your budget. So you will need to sit down and discuss all these things. Are we doing an elaborate wedding, or are we doing something simple yet classly? Then
Which
you
is
know
so
that.
expensive.
Yes.
It's the same thing.
No,
Elaborate or not,
Elaborate
it comes back to expense.
Elaborate can be very not
Elaborate
too
is big
expensive.
braid, isn't
Yes,
it? Elaborate is.
And everything with braid doesn't really mean it's
expensive.
It's expensive.
No,
And
because, see,
adi bubia bo anyadin.
Unsa flowers, no. Unsa roses, your artificial one,
Ones
your.
that- yeah.
So you can buy plenty of the artificial ones and decorate with it. But you can also say, I want fresh roses.
Yeah, we have clients. So I once did an event at how do you call it, Baby Annie?
One me pen and paper, Mr.
I actually did a wedding there, and she insisted on having like fresh flowers, and the only vendor I could get one from was in Accra. So now I have to think of flying the flowers from Accra to Kumasi, and then I'll pick it up in the morning and then drive it there. That alone, that's how do you call it, transiting the flower from Accra to Babyini, is expensive.
Yeah, even lucky. In the past, you'd have to ship it from outside the country.
Yeah.
Bruh,
On fresh flowers.
they mean this out. Can you really have a...
artificial flowers because me who say they are decorating SMS there no. Now they are about so it's not exclusive.
So you see, all these things
natural flowers, no?
all these things affect your budget. Obi wo hɔ a, ebi a
Dear potential husband, you hear me loud and clear.
on Faho, if Obi you see or not.
You know.
But someone is very particular about those things. And for some couple or for some brides, they don't want things that people have been repeating. Oh, I'm not for you, so I mean, maybe I want something different. So sometimes we even have to create things for them. We have to create a particular kind of table, a particular kind of, and it will be expensive than the regular available ones. Yeah. So I always say that the cost that you pay for your wedding, it actually reflects on your personality.
Who you are.
Yeah, on who you are.
Mr. Bachman, from your experience, what makes a wedding? What really makes a wedding?
The bride, the groom, their parents, and then the officiator.
They make a wedding.
Yeah.
So if decor is not good, if the food is not nice,
So I'll go back to your preference again.
I get all that.
And then your priority. If your priority is to look good on your wedding day, and you come out and you look beautiful, it's a success because you are not bothered about the decor, about the food and all that.
Nothing people will leave and say that, oh, we need decor, then you have a crown.
Do you really care about that?
No, I'm just asking.
Good
What makes
question.
Yes.
what makes people okay? Because we're talking about wedding reception,
Yes.
and you said the celebration is with these people. You're
Yeah.
making it for them.
Yeah.
So what will make me come to this wedding and go back and say, oh, I really enjoyed this wedding? Sometimes people say it's the DJ and the MC
but-
and the food. That's what people say.
So there are two things. It depends on you, the couple, because what will make my event like a success, it will be different from yours.
Okay.
Yes, and also from the guests. They come in for basically two things: to eat and party.
Beautiful.
To
So you
eat
see what I'm saying?
To eat and party.
So even if the bride is not looking so good,
They don't care.
and
They
they come
don't
and they
care.
have a good time, and the bride is happy with the husband, and
Sometimes they will see the bride and, of course, a blue shoe would have matched her better than this
in fact,
champagne.
informal.
way.
Just say.
Yeah, like the ladies.
you see why you
They
shouldn't
will-
worry about people. Anyways, do your two people. Anyways,
Are there really affordable Ghanaian vendors?
Yes, they are.
Comparing vendors to Ghana, like some people say, I want this Nigerian makeup parties and all of that. When they give you the reasons why they want a particular vendor, and you now know the reason. It's not because of the person; it's the reason. Are you able to get same vendors to give them the reason why they're choosing people outside of the country?
Yeah. So a benefit of you going for a wedding planner is they may have worked with
Right.
a lot of vendors. So like they have a pool of like people. So I would be able to identify that okay, these ones I know a particular person who would be able to give you the same thing. So then I can cut now on the flight cost, on the accommodation cost from you importing someone from Nigeria to Ghana.
Looking at the way now, every week there are many weddings and ceremonies happening. How long do you think a person should plan with their planner to have their wedding ceremony?
If you ask me, I'd at least like 12 months out.
1 year.
1 year before the wedding.
Yeah.
Have you had a situation where by that 1 year now our numbers will be?
Yeah.
People change their minds before the.
Oh, not really changing their minds, but it's life. Life happens. So plans change. Some may be diseased.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some too they will
Life
have
just
to.
happens.
Yeah. So like change of ideas, like
That's sad.
yeah, for work related.
Which one
and
of the
stuff.
parents are difficult to deal with in the planning? The groom side or the bride side?
For the sake of my career, I would want to
refrain
stay away from.
But they
from this
really
conversation.
pry, right? Make it difficult for the
Yes,
planner.
they should, because they are concerned about
Yeah.
and for especially the traditional wedding. Most of the people coming there are from them.
Family.
Yeah.
They are from the family.
Yeah.
So they don't want a situation where you go and arrange things and it will not suit how their family like is
The
set up.
convention,
The
tradition.
traditional weddings, it seems to me that from what I've seen, that the families really take that up, as in, even with the cost and stuff, it's not really from
Yeah.
the couple. Is that the case? So
Yeah,
you find
so-
out that parents,
Yeah.
aunties,
Yeah.
they'll bring food.
So traditionally, how do you call it? That is our wedding in Ghana. That is our wedding. This church, how do you call it, wedding and stuff, it's not really a Christian, how do you call it? It's a civil one. It's the same thing as you, how do you call it, like going to court and sign. But I decided that I want to go into a church, how
and
do you call
do
it,
that.
premises and bless the marriage and sign it there.
Okay.
So the family value the traditional wedding, and they feel that, okay, so we are hosting the guest.
Okay.
So it is on us to prepare our home.
Is the wife,
and
is
feed.
the woman's family,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yeah. So every elect, how do you call it, family that understands that it is the bride's family that will take care of those costs, unless the groom assumes that role, because maybe you would want to do certain things that you will need control over.
Yeah.
So if you're not the one paying, you won't be able to really save
Usually,
much.
the man will empower the woman financially to do the things as though
course.
it's coming from the woman's side. Because then you're
It
coming to
happens
my home.
90% of the
the
time.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it happens 90%.
Which one
of
is
the
more
time.
expensive, outdoor wedding events or indoor wedding events?
It depends.
Ewa Bonting.
It depends.
Ah.
It depends. But usually the outdoor ones, they are a little bit less.
They're less, eh?
Yeah, because, okay, so to rent an outdoor space, it will not be as expensive as you renting an indoor space.
Why?
Okay.
I would have thought that because you have to bring mobile washrooms, you have to find a way to bring electricity, you have to find a way.
Tents.
So an indoor, how do you call it, space, it will come with
all of that.
power, air conditions, there are
this
so many stuff. But an outdoor space like a garden space is just there. So you come in and do the setup.
Decide.
So sometimes for like maybe he was saying, I will just do a regular setup. I won't go ahead and be doing like mount trusses and lightning and all those things. So it depends. If you want to create an ambience at the outdoor, then it would be expensive. So I usually advise that if you are into these magical ambience, the lightning, the smokes and all that, go in for an indoor because it will save you money. Because if you go in for an outdoor, you have to spend extra to create that.
All that.
So a lot of people think that, oh, I'll book an outdoor space, it's quite cheap, so like I'll do it. But then they were like, I don't really like the space like that. I want to create something. And in creating that, you will not incur cost. And it also depends on the season. Because during the rainy season, I would practically give you my outdoor space for free. I'll practically do that.
Yeah, to be
because,
cheaper because
because how do you call it? No one
not
will
on
come and
demand.
do it. It's not on demand. But during the dry seasons, yeah, a lot of people would need that fresh air, that green environment and stuff.
Do you get people doing private weddings at beaches?
At beaches, yes.
Do you get that a lot?
Yes.
You do it at the beach?
Yeah, at the
Usually
beach.
It's so expensive. There's
It
the sand
would.
and the chairs.
It
and
might shock you.
Yeah.
the beach?
Yeah, it might shock you, especially to how do you call it? Set it up at the beach. Because sometimes I will need to create like structures at the beach because of the wind like blowing up and down. Because
I just want chairs.
you don't want it.
Chairs
It
and-
totally
It
depends
You won't
on
be sitting
you.
here.
It depends on you.
Because we're trying to, wedding on a budget.
Budget,
Okay,
yeah.
so help a young man who wants to get married. He has, let's say, 80,000 saved.
80,000.
Give us step by step 80,000. I have only
80,000.
80,000. My wife and I, or my to-be
But
wife
you
and
said 100,000. Well,
I. Relax.
no, 100.
Tax.
Your own betting. Okay, say betting or I
I
say.
think 10% will that
80,000.
Tight. The man young couple. Yeah, as prayer for the wedding. And see, I got 80,000. Mr. 80,000 no. Take us through. Outfit, makeup, venue where you think will be
Okay, so
If you're going to ask questions, right? You would ask him.
yes.
Please ask. Ask her. Let's say
because I
that
would
you are
need to
planning with
know
us.
a lot of things.
Let's go ahead.
Like for example, your theme.
The theme.
So are you
Simple
looking
and
at
private.
simple and private? So your guest count
40 people.
40 people. Well, are we doing a 2-day event or are we doing just a day?
One day.
event?
Also, I wanted to ask you: do people sometimes do traditional and the blessings on the same day,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
So are you going to do that at the same place?
Well, let's just leave it. Let's forget the traditional one. Let's focus on the white one, the blessings, the one,
Okay.
the church one.
So are you doing it at the church?
No,
Where?
just a garden. I want a
Okay,
green,
so
a green grass.
So a
or even
garden
at the
space.
beach.
So 40 people
Yes.
at the garden space. So now I would have to, how do you call it, ask you. So are you looking
He's
now
speaking for himself or here and his the bride. The 14,
Let's
is
say
it 20
that.
from
Let's say
20?
20 from 20
Because
from
you don't
wifey.
also want the planner to be
I
to be
understand.
stranded.
Yeah.
You come and then
So
apparently they are
we're
100.
surmising.
So-
we're surmising that maybe 30 from the wife's side, 10 from the
That's
from
fine.
the
That's
group?
side.
Okay, so for us to be on a safer side, I would ask you to do a strictly by invite kind of event.
Beautiful.
So that we'll be able to control
Control the
like the
numbers.
number. Because like she said, I wouldn't want a situation where I have like 40 chairs and I have like 80 or 100 people.
So this one you don't post on WhatsApp. You don't share.
No,
to
it's
anybody.
private.
It's private, right?
It's private. So then I already have a list of people coming. So I have how do you call it, seat for everyone. So for the wedding itself, I would have to look at your appearance. One. So how do you want your makeup? How do you want your hairstyle done? Your how do you call it, your appearance? Are you doing just one outfit throughout the
I'm told
event?
that a wedding gown cannot cross 6 p.m. Is it true or just a myth?
Well, okay.
Then that will
So
now
white
inform
culture.
the
So-
dress to wear.
So after 6 p.m., you can't officially get how do you call it, signed as how do you call it, like couple. So it's the reason why they say like, the gown shouldn't pass
Okay.
at that time. But now a lot of people would want to wear their gowns for their first dance and cut the cake quick before they
go and
change
change
into their outfit. So now I would have to know your preference for your
say
outfit
50,000
because the outfit alone could cost her like 25 or 30,000 depending on her on
The
her-
white one or
yeah.
both?
No, just the white gown
25,000.
or 30,000. It depends on how she wants it.
Yeah.
And if you are lucky and she says, I'm not really into gowns and stuff, so I would do a rental. You are
No,
blessed.
she's going to rent the out.
Yes.
No. Okay, but I understand what you're
So
saying.
now, or maybe I wouldn't rent it, I'll just buy a regular one. I don't really have a specific outfit I want, so I'll just go and shop.
I used the one my mother used.
Perfect. Yeah, so some people would go for that one and do some alterations
When mommy's old.
and change some few things, but from the look on her face,
When mommy's
she
old.
wouldn't
Maybe
want
the body
that.
is okay.
Okay, so that outfit, that her appearance, yours is very basic. Suit, we are done. Now, where
Styling
Like
gel.
how much? 2,000 CDs.
And styling gel for his guests.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
2,000 CDs for the outfit is okay, right?
Yeah, 2000, 2005 should do.
Right.
Yeah.
2,500.
And for hair,
Which means spending 15,000. Well,
on hair,
no, just the dress. Some would say dress in the 15,000.
I
yeah.
think you're better shoe.
So her,
teens, huh?
so her dress, her veil, her shoes, her accessories, her hair pieces and stuff,
And I like it simple and classy.
simple and classy. So let's look at around 20,000.
Bro,
Yeah.
80,000 and so.
And so, brah.
It's okay.
The crack
No, so, yeah,
Let's
yeah.
talk about
I'm going to
quickly,
work- I'm going to
quickly in
work
terms
hard.
of food, which is usually one important. People say we can just do pastries. People say which one,
Yeah,
which
finger
Ghanaian meals usually have you seen in your experience are quite affordable? Is it the very local? Are the local foods affordable than the continental ones?
So usually the local ones are quite affordable
Okay.
because it's very easy to prepare, like an everyday meal, like the soups and the banku and stuff like that. And it's easy to get like the ingredients on the market, so it's easy for them. Than the continental ones where you want a particular kind of salad, where like how to even preserve it is
Yeah.
an issue.
Yeah.
So
And you need a
usually-
standby chef.
Chef.
Because those ones, it is
Yeah.
as you go.
So usually people would want to do the local foods and do maybe how do you call it, starters like the spring rolls, the mini pizzas and stuff like that, and the samosas. Yeah, so that your cost might be a little bit reduced than the continental one.
Okay, okay. In the budget, no, the money that is spray on the bride, no, is it inside?
No.
It don't count.
And some of them are
That's
fake.
why we invite. Some of them are fake.
They are
saying.
fake. I have to be honest with you. Some of
Oh,
them are fake.
really?
Some, not all. Some of them are fake.
People come and spread fake money on. On
Do the
people.
bride and the groom know?
Most of the times they are aware.
It's planned.
It's part of the.
I'm not talking about the one they hold the machine and the money is coming.
No.
This one is.
I'm telling you,
those not all.
those $1, $2, how do you call it, $5 bills and stuff. Some of them are fake. So don't be too pressured on. I want them to spray money on me, blah blah. No.
No, and budget, no.
No, budget. And it's not even from the couple, unless maybe the groom
Has friends.
has it, and then he decides that I would spray on you, and then maybe friends. And usually people who really have it and they are spraying the real money, they don't really care about like the money on the floor. But for people like us who may want the money, they are very vigilant. Be like, once it's scan, for mommy. Yes.
Hey, not then.
Inti MC ni DJ one and a boy in Ghana ha.
I'm tempted to say MC, but I know some DJs.
Some high end.
They are very.
So the DJs are the one bringing the sound equipment and all those stuff. The
Yeah, they
couple have
do.
to.
No.
No, the DJs. Right?
Yes.
So it's more expensive.
Yeah.
Because they'll bring sound.
No,
they'll bring
sometimes you're a
speakers and all
DJ
that.
and then there are sound producers.
Yes.
These people
Yeah,
also
so
produce speakers and
so
all
like
that.
it's
what I'm
a
saying.
two-way
Okay.
thing. So most 80% of the DJs they will
Bring
come
their
with
own
their own
equipment.
sounds because they want to use machines and the stuff they can track.
They
I
can
know.
trust, yeah.
But sometimes too, they will say, "I'll just bring my laptop,
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and then you hire your
tables
sounds and
and bring your-
everything
okay.
for them." So some of the DJs do have like a different how do you call it, rate for all that. So if I'm just coming to play, I might charge you maybe X amount, say 2,000.
What's the least an MC is charging now? This is free consultation I'm asking. What's the least MCs are charging now?
You
I haven't
tell
done-
us.
I haven't done this in a while. I haven't done it for like 3 years.
The last one.
I would ask.
I haven't MC anywhere in-
The least. The least I would advise, don't spend anything below 2,500.
From
For an
an
MC?
yeah.
No, a DJ.
No, an MC.
An MC don't expect anything less than 3,500, 4,000.
Listen, I have to go back to my career.
Like a professional MC, not
yeah.
like me.
1,000 they say, sir.
No,
3,000.
4,000, 3,500.
3,500.
Yeah.
Oh, 1,000.
Yeah, for me, I would take
1,000 there, say Isaac.
maybe 1,500.
So the local MC, the one at the traditional,
traditional
chairman.
and then the chairman, and then
Yes.
the wedding reception MCs,
Yes.
which one are expensive?
The wedding reception MC.
They are more expensive than the
We are
local.
professionals.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I will
You can decide whether who's professional or not.
Yeah, because how do you call it? Some of those doing the traditional
They're very
MCs,
good, eh?
I know them as how do you call it? Like professional MCs where they do like the wedding receptions and stuff. So they do both. But for some of them, they are known for just that traditional one.
Yeah.
And
I have to bring you back to come and review weddings. Why?
We'll
do
do
that.
read
I think
wedding.
we do.
But
I'll
as
do
at
that.
X, what's the exceed mark?
Yes.
1 minute. What can we get from you if we hired you?
Tell us about it.
Tell us
Okay,
about you.
so my goal is to make sure every client is less stressed for their event. So I'm selling you a stress-free experience. I don't want you to be bothered about your event. I don't want you to be thinking about, hey, is this going to happen? Who's doing that? Who's that? No. So I take up all the stress. Just tell me what you want, how you want it, and I'll execute it for you.
For number, mommy, why? 30 people. But for number,
It's
why?
0558 189 100.
That's why we can reach you.
Yes.
Okay.
0558 189 100.
You plan wedding for 30. Or is it 30? What's your
30 people, 30 people.
30
I'm
people.
good.
So you're okay.
Na me nuanom krom sin 30. Me a me nuanom o.
So you would
Nyame
come
na
to
fufu.
a
For wedding,
compromise.
it's a community. Oh.
So you will come
gonna
to
be
a
a community
compromise. It
wedding.
will shock you that if she falls in love with the groom and she wants the wedding and she's not really about that life,
She will find a way
she would
to
compromise. She would compromise. I've
But
seen
not
it
but not
happen.
my Tom Ford.
No. Those their appearance and stuff need to be
yeah,
yeah. But then she will compromise on the numbers so
Yeah.
that you'll be able to afford
We are going to hustle.
what
It's
she
okay. I'm going
wants.
to
Or
hustle.
people can come with their food. And I will use charcoal to mark your forehead. Would you wear Diana and now Bambi Jina Q Nimubio? Anna.
Nah.
Utimi control Diana crowd. Because Ghana crowd Diana is uncontrollable.
Yeah,
It's hard.
Okay, so for me, it is one of the highlights for events for me. If I'm able to serve like 400 people and everyone gets food and there are no like complaints
and
for
all that.
me, it's a
Happy.
success.
Yeah.
Because food is.
When they need to know.
And the most interesting thing is how do you call it? Some of them, after eating the food, they leave you guys and they go.
No
The
gifts,
videographers
nothing.
ne camera for so much charge. How much you pay?
Wow.
Also,
You
wow.
almost forgot, right?
You crash shimmy.
So for them,
Another level.
okay, so I'll go back to
But
everything depends
your
on
Oh,
your
preference,
no.
preference,
on your
nah.
preference.
It's
Because
yes,
if you want
From Pedu.
a film for your wedding, so there are people who just come, do the normal video 1 hour, 2 hour thing for you. But if you want a documentary, if you want a story being told for your wedding, you shouldn't book any videographer like that.
So
Go
like
for
how much?
someone.
Like how much?
Oh, for a videographer,
Average.
okay, the professionals, the
Yeah.
average don't look below 6,000.
Okay, that's okay.
10,000
Yeah, so it ranges from 6,000.
and above. So 6 in there, it's a mom's in mono.
No, okay. So say maybe I am a videographer. I can have a package like starting from 6,000
Yeah.
to say maybe 20,000.
Right.
But what I'm giving you like for the 6,000 package is not the same thing I'm offering someone who is paying
totally
the
understand.
To be
20,000.
creative, do you have people using phones to videograph?
yeah,
Using
no.
professional
Yeah.
cameras,
And
but like using
and yeah, for
phones.
Snapchat.
So
No, proper.
yeah, so
I just
now
thought,
we
but-
have
Hey,
now so if you watch like on social media a lot, like those trailers and those stuff that's going
They
on,
use the phones to
Yeah,
do it.
it's the
Man,
phones.
I don't need the.
Exceed mark. Yeah,
it
that's the
would, it would
pa.
shock you.
Yeah, that's you.
I wanna have him
Tell
again.
the caterers to stop putting the jollof under the table. You call white and I said, "Didn't pia jollof from their shade." I said,
Pan on with the near can
I'll tell
Are they?
them, oh, I
What do
am-
you call
"Oh, call for no money, Sammy."
no, because okay, so every professional caterer's
Uh-huh.
aim is to feed people, is to make sure that people
Professional.
are being fed and they
People
are
too
happy.
like to tie it and take
Refer-
some home.
as
That's
Mara-
why.
refer-
I know you're the guest, no.
Oh.
I know you're the guest, no. So
It would
sometimes
be
if you
disciplined. If
see
you are
them,
disciplined, they'll cut the cost.
We don't want Mr.
Are you on
Michael
social
Bachman to
media?
go.
Exceed, but are you?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
please say it. X what?
XCEEDMAC.
Okay.
So it's exceed, like to go beyond something. So I took the E out, and it's just exceed mark.
Mark near the
Yeah,
Michael.
yeah,
this is
Michael.
the planner that will take some things off your list.
Charlie.
Okay,
Michael,
so
for a while.
contact
This one,
Michael.
maybe in this one.
Yeah, that's what
I'll be waiting
you.
for your course. So
Oh,
yeah,
thank
yeah,
you.
yeah.
I'll
yeah.
give you.
I'll fly you
a
outside
discount.
for that private wedding.
I can't wait.
Right. All right, guys. That's it. Now let's go sort the men out before the wedding. They should have some facials. Omo sunscreen at Debbie, Ejaria Debbie, tuntum fire, we koko fire tuntum. Today we'll do facials for men. So do stay. Fashion Wednesday.